My name is Carmen Kowalczyk, and this is
Brayden Roberts Kowalczyk.
And we're from Elevated Experience Camping. So today we're here to again talk about some of the new and exciting things we have down at Elevated Experience Camping for the 2021 season. So we're talking about bikes. So we have increased our fleet of bikes down at the campground,
As you can see here,
we have an example of one of the new bikes. But before we get into our bike presentation here, we always like to start out with a fun fact and a quote. So what's our fun fact today, Brayden?
our fun fact is that over 100 million bicycles are manufactured every year, which kind of makes sense because lots of new bike products are being sold and built, so it actually kind of makes sense.
Perfect. And our quote for the day is, "It never gets easier, you just get faster." Which is true, really. If you find new paths, they never really get easier. You just get better at maneuvering the bike.
Yeah. So we have a couple benefits on how to couple benefits of how bikes actually help you in your daily life. So I'm going to talk about the first one, and it's weight management. Cycling habitually, especially at high intensity, helps lower body fat levels, which promotes healthy weight management. Plus, you'll increase your metabolism and build muscle, which allows you to burn more calories even while at rest.
And so here down at Elevated Experience Camping, as you can see, we decided to go with sort of more of a fun type of bike for all ages, really, 5 and older. And as you can see, Brayden's well into his teenage and fits perfectly fine on the bike, so that when you're doing all that sort of cardiovascular work, it still feels like fun.
Yes.
Exactly, not so much work. So that brings me to our point number 2, is that biking actually really helps increase your leg strength. It helps you use your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your calves. And we definitely have lots of trails and even our roads here that have hills and terrain that can give you a decent workout when you're on these bikes.
As you can see here, Rach is kind of taking her nap time and breaking in my shirt, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, bicycles are really good for beginners because even if you're suffering from some sort of like injury or whatever that helps, not helps.
You recover from your injury.
Yeah, you recover from
Or you're new at it.
Or you're just new at it. It's good because you can start out really slow and move your way up and up and up and up, which kind of helps with you getting more confident and all that sorts of things.
And what's the bonus about our bikes, Brayden?
That they are four-wheeled. So if you're a beginner, you can practice pedaling and steering with a four-wheeled bike.
Which means that basically you don't have to have that balance, right?
Yes. And you could practice with your balance as well with training wheels or other things like that.
Awesome. Not only does biking actually, because most people think the obvious that it helps your legs, but it actually can help your core because it can help as long as you sit upright. And I think that's something that we commonly don't do when we bike. We tend to hunch over.
Yes.
But if you actually sit upright, you can actually work your abdomen muscles as well as your back. And it supports your spine and increases stability and actually will make your bicycling more comfortable. So that's a good tip. If you find that when you do bike and you are getting off the bike and you're like, man, my back is sore, I'm uncomfortable, check your posture, because it more than likely you've probably hunched when you're riding your bike versus keeping your spine and your back upright.
And aligned.
And aligned, exactly.
Number 5, cycling can actually boost your mental health. Cycling can ease feelings of stress, depression, or anxiety. Focusing on the road where you're cycling helps develop concentration and awareness of the present moment. This may help take your focus away from the mental chatter of your day. If you find yourself feeling lethargic or listless, you get yourself on your bike for at least 10 minutes. Exercise releases endorphins, which in turn help you feel better while lowering stress levels. You may feel more confident and content once you make your cycling a regular part of your life.
So that's great to know, so that even when your kids are bugging you to rent a bike, or you're thinking, hey, I want to try one of these bikes out, not only is it good for your physical well-being, it's also
So
good.
good with your mental health well-being.
Right. And I think that's part of why a lot of us go camping, right? It's to that rest, relax, rejuvenate, and, get back to the basics and feel good, right?
Feel good about yourself and feel good about nature and your surroundings.
Exactly. So, my fun fact about biking is it actually helps reduce some of the side effects that cancer can bring to you.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, which actually shocked me. And they specifically talk about, ironically, I wouldn't have guessed this was breast cancer. That they said that research actually in 2019 say staying active if you have breast cancer can help reduce side effects, including fatigue, and improve your overall quality of life and ability to recover from the treatment. And so that's good to know that that biking, even when you're not feeling well, it's something you should maybe push yourself to do, because it has just a natural ability to make you feel better. So I wonder what it does for people that have drank too much the night before. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So maybe that's a good one. So you campers that come down and then maybe indulged in too much the night before, we'd love you to take out one of our bikes and tell us if you feel better when you come back.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
7. A positive start to your morning. So, to start your day with a healthy activity like cycling, which wakes you up by boosting your circulation and helps and allows you to start your day with a sense of accomplishment, is honestly probably really good. It would make me feel, honestly, really awake in the morning and great for the day. You may feel more inclined to make healthy, positive choices as the day progresses. Fasted morning rides at a low intensity may burn fat, enhance endurance performance, and boost your energy and metabolism levels all day. A 2019 study found that people who exercised before breakfast for 6 weeks improved their response to insulin, which helped them burn twice as much fat as those who exercised after breakfast, which is honestly pretty cool. And this 7 would also help with your mental health as well, as it says that you make healthy, positive choices as the day progresses, which makes you feel better about yourself.
For sure. So my fun fact or fact about cycling is that it really helps and prevents lots of and manage lots of medical conditions. So anywhere from strokes to heart attacks to high blood pressure, cycling can also help, like you kind of mentioned, with the insulin, with type 2 diabetes.
Yes.
And it's really one of those sports that is fairly low impact, and you can make it as easy or as difficult as you want. So for example, if you were to go around the campground on the roads, our terrain is fairly simple.
Fairly
correct?
easy. But if you were to go on, let's say, the hill all the way up there, all the way up to Highway 22, it would honestly pretty much be difficult.
Right. So depending on what type of workout you're looking for, you could either have sort of a low impact that is still good for your mental health and physical well-being, or you can have a more high intense workout here.
Yes.
And the beauty about our day rental, or our bike rentals, is we do them for the entire day.
Yes.
So you can even build up during the day and sort of, start out slow and, every couple hours go out and increase and increase and increase, right?
And even if you just bike once every week, you're still building, like, let's say you bike a Monday, it's still building you up for the rest of the week so that you feel good about yourself, feel that you've done something and accomplished something, so that the rest of the week you basically have a good week. So a good way to reduce your carbon footprint, which is basically how much carbon you release into the air, or like basically how much you just drive or does anything that releases carbon, is to ride your bike whenever possible. Cycling is a great replacement for transport options that involve sitting in traffic for extended periods. It's especially useful when you're going places that are a bit too far to walk, but you still don't want to take a car. And for those of you who really do not like it when people steal your parking spaces, the good thing about bikes is you don't have to fight for a parking space in crowded areas. You could just bike, lock your bike up, and there, you're done.
Awesome. So I, again, am kind of going back to that health side. It really improves balance, posture, and coordination, which of course makes sense with the two-wheelers. But as you age, not that any of us age, right? We're all forever 16 or 21.
Okay, whatever.
Balance can sometimes get a little wonky, and so biking actually really helps improve that balance. And I have to admit, as I have gotten older and I don't bike as much, one of my number one fears of getting on a bike is forgetting how to balance a two-wheel bike, right?
Yes.
It's something that, they say once you learn to ride a bike, you always know how to learn a bike, or ride a bike, but I don't. Sometimes I question if that's true or not.
Yeah. So, the last one is, it's a low impact option. Cycling is easy on your body, making it a gentle option for people who want an intense workout without stressing their joints. Cycling is a great option for people who have joint concerns or overall stiffness, especially in the lower body. So let's say you have extreme joint pains, knee pains, or whatever, and you just want to go out and do some exercise without hurting your knees. If you bicycle slowly, but not too hard, and just work your joints, it actually helps in the long term by increasing the strength in those joints, like your knees, and yeah.
And here's a bonus about our bikes is they actually are set up the way you're sitting in them quite like a stationary bike, which actually has low impact on the knees.
Yes.
So I have a couple questions for you, Bray, as you are sitting in this new bike that we
Yes.
have. How is the seat? Is it comfortable?
Plastic.
It is plastic.
Not
but is
comfortable.
it
Well, I mean, it's comfortable when you're riding, but like just sitting down for long periods of time, it kind of gets a little hard on the butt.
fair enough? But at least it covers your whole butt, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. And then I see on these bikes that you can actually move the seat backwards
up and back, so that when you do ride the bike, and let's say you're a little bit of a smaller person, you can actually move the seat up so that you can ride it.
And if you have longer legs, you can move it back, correct?
Yes.
And how about the turn? Now we're in snow right now, so it's a little difficult, but you can see it has a pretty nice turn, hey?
Pretty nice, yes.
Awesome.
And it also has a brake system.
Excellent. Which is very good,
Yes.
right? We've had a couple near misses with people that forget to brake when they're biking down here at Elevated Experience Camping.
For those of you who like to spend extra time with your spouse, family, or friends, the Duo Chopper is a great way to spend that extra time with the people you love. And this year, we only have one, but hopefully in the future we could get more.
So again, this is Carmen Roberts-Kowalchuk and my son,
Brayden Roberts-Kowalchuk.
and we are from Elevated Experience Camping, supporting Alberta Camping and Alberta Glamping, and we can't wait to see you down here for the 2021 camping season to see everything new, including our new bike fleet. Happy camping.
Have a good day.